Belum. Tanda tangan ada. Tak, diorang tangkap. Malaysian government has assisted in giving 3.5 million to the Sri Lankan government. What's your view with regards to this?
Thank you. First of all, I think 3.5 million is too small a sum to be given to Sri Lanka in aid of the genocide that has taken place. But what is more important is not the money. The more important thing is at present there is a move by certain groups to pass a resolution in the UN in order to investigate and bring those who perpetuated this war in terms of genocide to court. That means there must be a free, independent investigation into the happenings of the Sri Lankan army and how they prolonged this thing in Sri Lanka. Because there is a huge cry from the international community that we must look this as genocide. We must look at it as perpetually murdering innocent people. The fight is between Sri Lankan army and the Tamil Eelam army led by Prabhakaran. But why were the innocent people who were caught between this war not allowed to move out and taken out of this area? And then if there was a war, it would have been continued between two factions of soldiers. In this process, I think there is neglect on the part of the Sri Lankan government and to a certain extent also the TTLE in order not to allow people to move out. And that is why we have over 7,000 people who have died over these past few weeks. And so due to that, I think it is important to put on record that this sort of genocide should not take place any part in anywhere in the world. So Malaysia should play a more neutral role. Look at itself as a position in Southeast Asia, as a country of influence, and make a stand, take a stand on it, saying that irrespective of whether Sri Lanka is supportive of Malaysian politics or Malaysian government is not irrelevant. The point is, it is an international cry for genocide, and we should be able to support that call in the UN. We are doing the opposite. We are now supporting the resolution put up by the Sri Lankan government to stop the investigation into genocide by the Human Rights Special Committee in the UN. So why is the Malaysian government doing this? On one point, you go and support the Palestinian movement. Hamas is already declared as a terrorist group by the United Nations and America. So what if Tamil Eelam LTTE is also recognized as a terrorist group by the United States and UN? But the point is, local people, ordinary citizens have lost their lives. That is more important. We should stop that. We should have stopped that before. I think that our Malay MPs and our Chinese MPs should also play an important role in this sort of issues. It is not only Indians fight for Indians and Chinese fight for Chinese and Malays fight for Malays, or Malays fight for the Muslim repressed Muslims in the world. But at the same time, I support the Palestinian movement. I think the Palestinians should have their own motherland. They should have their own land. I think the Israelis, the way Israelis are going about it is wrong. So I'd like to see more Malay parliamentarians, Malay state assemblymen, Chinese parliamentary state assemblymen also taking an important role as far as genocide and human rights is concerned.
I think it's a very successful event. It just goes on to show, especially the Indians in the country today, when it comes to anything to do with community feeling, we have set aside whatever political differences we have set aside, and today we are standing here one as Indians. Just now, Mr. Sivarasa also said that they will be coming up with they'll table a motion in the parliament in regards to the Sri Lankan issue. They want the Barisan side also to support them. I will give Mr. Sivarasa my assurance that I'll discuss this with my father today, and definitely I'll tell you from MIC side we will also support whatever in motion, especially in regards to the Sri Lankan issue. Thank you.
Do you think that the rest of the MPs would actually support? Because if we see there is a rise of the number of MPs in the parliament, but Indians by itself, there's none, you see.
I think when it came to the Palestinian issue, when it was brought up in the parliament, we all looked at it as a humanitarian violation issue. What Israeli did was practically genocide. I think there's no difference here. So I see no reason why the others, when for Palestinian they can support that issue, what makes this so different that they cannot support this issue?
We have seen that the Malaysian government has been very supportive of the Sri Lanka, despite having the largest Indian population outside of India here.
Yeah, but that is what today, if you notice in the paper also, my father has made it very clear. The Malaysian government should not support the Sri Lankan government on its resolution. And we will also make sure the Malaysian government also knows what our grievances are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think there are a couple of issues. One that needs urgent support, attention. One is to bring support and aid for the internally displaced people, which is now running at 300,000 Tamils. There is no guarantee right now that the Rajapaksa government actually will bring that aid to the Tamil population, given that it's a history of antagonism and history of racism against the Tamil population. So I think the international community must bring attention to the issue that Tamilians are part of Sri Lanka and they need to be supported at this time. That's number one. Number two, I think Ban Ki-moon is there right now. The UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon is there, and I hope that he will put the pressure on the Sri Lanka regime in order to provide all the support that is required and necessary to bring about and to rehabilitate the existing places so that the Tamil population can go back to normal life. Now, this is going to be very difficult because there's every effort right now, just like what happened the last couple of weeks, to ensure that the United Nations doesn't come in and the European Unions don't come in, as well as other international bodies. I think this is something that all nations and all people of all nations must come together and say, what is happening in Sri Lanka right now, the attack on the minority population, the Tamil population, is not acceptable, just as it is not acceptable in Palestine, in Kosovo, and so on and so forth. So I don't think the international community should sideline the Tamil population at this time. I think a further point to make is that I think right now there are enough evidence to bring the Rajapaksa government to be tried as part of war crimes. I think issues have already been raised, and I think the way people are being shot openly, some known to the International Red Cross and so on and so forth, constitutes war crime. And therefore, I think there must be effort by the United Nations and the International Criminal Court to bring the government of Sri Lanka for war crimes, to a war crime tribunal. And I also like to urge the Malaysian government to support the European Union as well as other countries who now want an inquiry and investigation on what happened in Sri Lanka. Malaysia is opposing it. And I think it will be wise of Prime Minister Najib to withdraw that support, given there is a whole lot of Tamil population in this country, in his constituency in Malaysia, that do not support the Rajapaksa government and definitely doesn't support what the Malaysian government doing vis-a-vis the Tamil population in Sri Lanka. He should provide the same support that was provided for the Palestinians to the Sri Lankan Tamil population.
There is a convergence of Indians from different political backgrounds, but we do not see the same from Malaysians of other race.
This is a problem. It is true. I agree with you. There is a problem, and there is a need for non-Indian or non-Tamil members of parliament and elected representatives to become part of this process. But just that you know that this meeting was supported by all the Pakatan Rakyat parliamentarians, including PAS and including PKR, as well as DAP. So you have Chinese and Malays supporting it, and unfortunately they are not here. But the point you're raising is a valid one. That means we have to raise awareness among them that the plight of the Tamil population in Sri Lanka, the persecution of the Tamil population in Sri Lanka is the same as what is happening in Palestine. Because this is fighting for a sovereign state, fighting for nationhood, and it's the same thing that's happening in Palestine. So I think given that principle, I don't see any problems why they will not support it.